saw him over the ward when he walked through Tri Bush. They know they're
Smite fight.
I'm actually surprised they're gonna actually commit to this right here, or at least.
Smite fight. Oh, he did not get it.
That has the blue buff going over to Trundle too.
Wow. So
as we were talking about those perma pillars though.
Yeah. So that was very less than ideal.
And we have Mingsu flashing over the wall. That was actually a very good flash.
Very good flash over the wall. Mingu really mana starved right now. And notice
and the blue buff denial too means that they have a chance of finding that blue buff again in the future since they have the spawn timer right now. But Yusakami went for this gank right here. He actually has that. Actually flashes the Empowered Bola, so he does not get snared.
Flashes left and right. This is actually ridiculous the amount of action we're getting. And I really want to note that right now, I do know damage is actually okay in lane. Like, yeah, you're going to miss a couple CS under turret, but that's fine. Like, if you were any other champion besides Sivir right now, you'd be suffering so much as an AD carry. But because of the Sivir lock-in, with the amount of wave clear that you can do with the Ricochet, Matt is allowed to roam this early and to, force the flash out of TF slots. So good use of the resources there. Like, look at that. I do know damage, right? Is stuck under turret against 2 people, and he's still ahead in CS. We do see the dredge line connecting onto Yellow Gucci Swag, but he's going to be able to heal that up. Matt, same with him. He's going to be eating a biscuit. Something I just noticed, boys. Is that a Doran shield on Kog'Maw?
That is a Dorian shield on Kog'Maw, and that's another pause.
Can we?
Can we?
I personally wouldn't start Doran's shield and just go with the Doran's blade like everyone else.
Did he click the wrong item?
Well then.
How do you feel about this Doran shield star on AD carries with poor laning phases?
I don't feel anything about it. I personally don't want to think about it.
Reinventing the meta as we see fit, buying Doran's shield.
I mean, what's next, right? He's gonna take exhaust and build talisman for his support.
It's funny you say you take exhaust because I know that there's a AD carry main who I think it goes by the name of Prototype Vayne where he always runs exhaust as AD carry.
I mean, it has its benefits, right?
It does. It has its benefits, It's like, nice. You can duel people 1v1, you peel for yourself, but
I don't know. Like people have been like asking AD carriers to take exhaust now just because the new mastery increases healing, right? So the supports can get a benefit from that when they heal, when they use the summoner heal flow. But I mean, what is the argument, right? What is the argument for what is the argument for AD carriers having to take heal? Right? Why does AD carry have to take heal?
I think there was something where it was like how I think it was something about in the patch where apparently self-healing got nerfed somewhat, apparently. It was something about a patch like that where it happened. But I think heal is just too good on AD carry just because they still can utilize the move speed boost really well.
Well, to get us thinking, I'm just curious, if you were Team Sigh right now, and you know for a fact, once this game hits once we get to the mid game, the Orianna Malphite Rengar becomes extreme. They could just jump into the backline, obliterate them, and push down their objectives. So, prior to level 6, what do you think they should be focusing on? What do they need to do to Team Sigh to prepare themselves for when NYNB is ready to fight?
So you have to keep tabs on the Rengar, right? You have to know when he's going to hit level 6, and then you have to know what side of the map he hits 6 on, right? Because most likely what most Rengars will do is they want to immediately make the most of that first ultimate, because that's like the really big, crucial point, right? You hit 6, you immediately ult the nearest lane that is available, and you just get the kill. So if you're Team Sigh, what you need to do is you need to get the deep vision, right? You need to be warding around Rengar's camps, and around their team NYNBW's jungle entrances. Because if you ward by your riverside, it's too late, right? Rengar is already in stealth. You're not going to see him. You have to be warding further deep further into NYNBW's jungle so that you can catch Rengar when he's ulting.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you feel as though Team Side needs to start pushing their wards, pushing their lanes, and pushing their wards deeper into his jungle, and constantly, basically, counter jungling him, like they already started at that blue, which already has U.S. economy a level behind.
Yeah, exactly. So we saw it in the last game too. TSLS on the Elise did manage to do a good job of following U.S. economy around, negating his gigs, and just being a general nuisance. And he even stole a Raptor camp last game. So that's exactly what you got to do. Just make sure that the level 6 Rengar spike doesn't, or it's obviously going to occur eventually, but that it takes longer than it needs to. And that way your team is also fully aware of exactly how or when and where U.S. economy is when he hits 6. In terms of the Orianna Ziggs matchup, this one is actually a little bit more dangerous for the Ziggs, because last game we had Lux Orianna, right? Lux Orianna, what you can do is you can root the Orianna, and then shield yourself and walk away, right? If you're like Ziggs, all you can do is either satchel jump yourself away or satchel Orianna away and hope you can run away, right? Because you have no shields, so the Ignite's going to do full damage to you. So it's just a little bit more damage, right? It's more damage, and you need to be way more careful as a Ziggs. Apologies, folks. Looks like we are just having connection issues. Just checking with the team to see what's up.
But yeah, it's By the way, Regis, have you ever seen the double teleports in the last games?
Nah.
But yeah, it's a common thing.
Just in time to see them lose.
But yeah, it's a common thing that Team Sigh runs just to help out their bot lane in terms of just like resource potential.
Yeah, I've definitely been on the receiving end of that. Way too many times.
You would think the double teleport meta would be out, and it's out in solo queue, but here we see it, still a thing. Makes you wonder if they'll ever increase teleport's cooldown again.
So they already made the change where if you teleport to tower, it doesn't give you that reduced cooldown anymore.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing about that though, so
it hasn't really done much.
No, because like with the new masteries and items, with the mastery summoner's insight, you reduce your summoner spell cooldowns by 15%. So your teleport goes from a 5-minute cooldown to a 4-minute 30-second cooldown.
Okay.
If you get Ionian boots, it reduces that cooldown from 4 minutes to 30 seconds to I believe 4 minutes. If you get Distortion enchantment too, it gets reduced to I believe 3 minutes and 30-second cooldown.
Huh.
That's if top players want to get the Ionian boost. I personally think that it's a good alternative to the usual like Merc Treasure Ninja Tabby, just because you get the increased pressure from the teleport.
I mean, depends on the top laner, right? Also,
yeah.
You can't just buy.
Obviously, if it's a top laner that works well with CDR like Riven, then you can see that happening.
Is there a glitch or a bug of some sort with that where after a couple minutes it goes from 3:30 to 4 and 10?
Wait, really? I thought they fixed that already.
Did they? I haven't.
I could have sorted
that they did
it. Because I remember that bug too.
Not too sure. Looks like we're going to be getting into the game pretty shortly. Looks like there was a login queue for NA, so either a massive pocket loss caused a lot of people to disconnect and now they're all reconnecting, or oh, I don't know, people like to play League on Sunday. That too. Hashtag unlucky, boys. Hashtag unlucky.
So, while we wait, what's your guys' thoughts on the new TSM?
Stacked as fuck.
Yerkson, Double Lift, Yellow Star,
Hunter, and Serviskin.
Svensker.
Yeah, the stacked roster. If they don't get first place, they're reported.
I still don't like Svensker, to be honest. I still think that like Yankos is a better jungler than he is. Of course, Yankos is playing for HGK, but you know, I don't think like people say like, he's like one of the best junglers in Europe. He's not the worst. I think he's better than like Diamond Rocks. But
I'm really curious on how they're gonna fare against that new team, Immortals.
I want to see.
Oh, and we're back in the game.
Yeah, I want to see how that Immortals team does, but I also want to see Echo Fox. Did you guys hear the actor Rick Fox or what have you? The ex-NBA star. He bought a team.
Yeah,
I really want to see. Yeah, he bought Gravity's spot. I want to see who's gonna end up playing. Who's available right now? Because basically, people keep like the rumor, right? Is that like he's gonna buy Froggen?
I thought is Gravity still in LCS?
Yeah, they got their spot changed to Echo Fox.
Okay.
Oh, we have the Flash Pulverize coming out as he knocks back Matt into the Kragus damage, and Matt still does not have Flash, so it looks like this is gonna be his death, as I do no damage is trying to do no damage to him right now as he's trying to follow through, but it seems that he might actually. Oh no, he'll be safe.
That's really funny. TS Wrath actually was forced to flash because the idea was to give Cosmo the kill, so he can get ahead, right? But it ended up expending his flash, which does mean that if US economy can take advantage of that, it's going to be very, very bad for our poor little alien friend.
The only thing about that is because of Kog'Maw's forward pushing. At this stage of the game, he's constantly going to be underneath his own tower.
Right, that's why you let your AD carry know, hey, listen, don't push, so that I can come by and one shot this kid. Well, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of jungle vision. River control from Team Sigh, all around that blue bottom. So
they're really good at protecting their bottom lane.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard for US economy to find an opening. He could just lane gank though, just under his turret and then go. So that's possible. But yeah, 0-1 right here, pretty much dead even despite the first blood going over to Team Sigh. The reason being is a slight CS advantage in the mid lane and AD carry positions for Team NYNBW. TS Lust there trying to make his body slam debut into the mid lane, not connecting anywhere. Matt roaming a lot. TS Slot forced to use his Mega Inferno Bomb just to clear the way so he can back. And in the top lane, well,
just a nice little farm fest.
You know, it's the usual top lane fight.
Wet noodles.
Also, it's like Riven versus Fiora, in which case it will be like a bloodbath.
Oh, we'd have like one of them would be like 5-0 already.
It takes a little bite out of him. You know, it's weird, you know, biting a rock.
Now, seeing how even this top lane is going, what do you think about the possibility if they had done a lane swap for Team Sigh? Use the Kog'Maw and Alistar to have an easy lane.
Let's assume everything goes even in the lane swap, right? So then what happens is that the top laners lose farm, right? Because they're 2v1ing. I think it would actually end up hurting Team Sigh, just because if you had the choice between a Malphite with 0 farm and a Trundle with 0 farm, I would take the Malphite just because you ultimate, right? Like that doesn't change anything. You just use your ultimate, get the ball in position, that's it. You win the team fight.
I will say one thing though, if
Trundle can ult, so yeah.
With the Trundle, you know, taking a bite out of Malphite, does that taste like rock candy to him at that point?
But here's the thing that's also, right? Yeah, I would 100% say that the lane swap would still benefit NYNBW because a Malphite with 0 farm and a Trundle with 0 farm, the Malphite can just ult. And the Trundle, who's he going to ult, right? Malphite? Well, Malphite doesn't even have that much items. He doesn't have that much resistances. Dredgeline is going to connect on the yellow Gucci swag. Not much is going to be done there. Now, if they were to have lane swapped and then tower dive, Malphite, and done all that good stuff, then yeah, that's completely different. But in the case of Cater's Paribus, where everything else is the same, I would give it to NYNBW.
Noticing a fast Rage Blade rush for Kog'Maw.
Yep, he's a really big fan of that build. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, good flash on the explosive cast.
Wait, why did TS Sloth flash?
Okay, so what TS Sloth was TS Lust one? Oh, Sloth. Oh, I have no idea why he flashed. I think maybe he thought he was gonna get hit by a shockwave.
Yeah, but oh wait.
Oh, there is the shockwave right here.
Goodbye.
And soon Mega Inferno Bomb just isn't enough as Yoshikami gets the snare onto Lust as he looks to finish him off too.
He can keep going.
Yeah, he has the bush right there.
Yeah, he can keep going. Here comes Trundle, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah,
it won't. Insane. Oh my lord. Well, we talked about Yoshikami having to get ahead, and I'm pretty sure 2-0-0 Rengar is a pretty good start. So yeah, I agree. TS Sloth flashed to avoid a potential shockwave. But here's the thing about shockwave, right? As long as you're in the right mind at the time, right? So as long as you're cognizant that, oh, a shockwave can be coming, you never have to preemptively flash the shockwave. You can actually wait for the animation and still have plenty of time to flash. You just have to not get cut off. Oh, but there's the pillar. Oh, Yoshikami. Trying to run for his life. Eats the bomb. Oh, the Trundle ultimate secures the kill. Oh, the flash ultimate though from Mentos. He's going to go to TS Sloth. Mingo, probably not where he wants to be. TS Sloth is going to go down. Here comes TS Luster trying to support his friend. And incredibly unfortunate. So Mentos will be forced to flash. No, he used his flash already. He's a dead man.
Ooh. Was the pillar used already?
Yeah, and it's going to be up in it.
There's also the red buff damage too.
Oh.
That could be an easy tower or a Rift Herald.
They could do Rift Herald. TS Green is double buff. But to go back to my point, Yoshikami, I don't know what he was doing that he got caught in that position, but he flashed and then he didn't juke the bomb. But the bomb wasn't what killed him. It was Trundle ultimate that killed him. Which I didn't even know it did damage. Actually, I think about it.
Yeah, it siphons a bit of your HP and gives it back to the Trundle.
Oh, I'm not sure you guys saw that, but the Alistar did the BM thing where you heal the cannon minion so that they can't lasted it, but he's not a cannon minion right here as they're looking to do this fight. He does use that ultimate right there.
So 12 and a half minutes on the clock, 3-4. Actually still in the favor of Team NYNBW, which is really shocking if you think about it, right? Upper kill and first blood. Why isn't, so you would ask yourself, right? Why isn't Team Sigh winning? Well, the answer is in the CS, right? Yes, Toronto has a CS advantage over Malphite, but look at the CS deficits for both the mid lane and the AD carry. This has been the story of this entire series. Mingu and I Don't Do Damage have always, in every single game thus far, had at least a 10 to 15 CS lead at the 10-minute mark. Every single time. Even if Mingu was falling behind or not, it did not matter. And that makes up the 700 to 800 gold lead that we're seeing right now. On the flip side, though, we do have a 3-0 Trundle, already Titanic Hydra. What do you guys feel about the Titanic Hydra? Because we saw, what did we see the last time we saw? We saw Iceborne Gauntlet Rush, right?
I think so, yeah. I remember the core items on Trundle being Blade of Ruin King and Trinity Force, but Titanic Hydra doesn't sound bad in theory.
Actually sounds pretty strong. It gives him even more, gives him wave pushing potential now. And he can just keep this Malphite underneath the tower, push the tower down, and look to maybe help his team in one function or another.
We are going to be seeing Yoshikami come up the top lane, though. Mentos has his ultimate available, and ooh, a good ping there will dissuade Yoshikami. So I'm going for that gank. I feel... Oh, hang on a minute. There's a shockwave. There's the Ignite. Arrivederci, amigo. And see, that's exactly what I was talking about. Earlier in the last matchup, you can just, as a Lux, you can land the light binding, you can shield yourself. And then, at the very least, you have a chance. But here, TS Sloth just It's pretty much destroyed. Yellow Gucci Squad looking to engage. Nice flash. Headbutt pulverize. I do no damage. Still trying to do his best to survive. If he has splash, yes he does. There's the throw of the hunt. Here goes the US economy. Don't waste your ult on the Alistar. He's going straight for the cogwag. There's the jump. There's the dunk. And poor little alien guy never stood a chance. There's a 3-man pulverize though. Are we going to be seeing the tower dive? Oh, perfect Pola. And an awkward situation.
And that's the tower going down.
And that's a kill. Wow. I think he had flash and he had spell shield. I guess he thought he wouldn't die. Definitely a misplay there. Also, why was he so close to the turn in the first place? Well, mistakes were made, but regardless, 5-5 and a 2,000 gold lead in the favor of Team NYNBW. We were talking about this earlier, Antonio. Was like, what do you do? You know, you're this.
The Unstoppable Force gets used right there, and it seems that Gree is in a little bit of trouble, but the pillar, or in this case the traffic cone, keeps him safe.
But yeah, what can you do in that situation as the Cogmon, right? You're just forced to eat it.
Yep. It is just a bad feeling because there is nothing you can do. There's nothing your team can do. It is just you get hit, you die, and you hope to God that afterwards your team can maybe make the play after. Which they did get the dragon, but I'm not sure how much that's gonna really help at this point. Shockwave is back up for Orianna.
Unstoppable Force about 30 to 40 seconds out. But Mingu with this blue buff will be able to hold the mid lane quite easily without too much issue. I do no damage. We'll be picking up that Essence Fever immediately. And how do you feel about the Essence Fever on Silver? I've been testing it out, and to be honest, I really don't like it.
Kind of lackluster.
Well, so it's not bad just because, like, during the preseason changes, what they did is that they increased the cooldown on her Ricochet, so you wanted just to decrease Ricochet's cooldown back to what it usually was before.
I guess, but I don't know. I feel like you just don't do the damage that you used to, right?
I don't know. I just feel like that's Sivir in general.
Here's the deal, though, right? Is that if you're gonna go Ricochet like spec, right? You're gonna be focusing on ricocheting. If you're not ricocheting, right? If you're only hitting one person, then it's useless, right? Because you're just wasting damage. Why not just go for the Infinity?
Oh, we have taken a fight as he flashes. Oh wait, let's call in a little wrong place at the wrong time, but the On the Hunt did get used there.
Unstoppable Force wasn't up yet. Dude, that was going to be a 4 or 5-man Unstoppable Force. That would have been ridiculous. It wasn't up. It's up now, though. So we do have a potential dive. And I think they can win this dive if they do it very, very, very carefully.
See, this is the problem with having Ziggs versus Orianna, and the Ziggs falling this far behind in farm. He doesn't have the ability to wave clear fast enough.
Right, because he's missing the large rock component right now.
Yep. And because of that, it makes it even worse for Wrath, because if you can't clear the wave, they just get to walk up to the tower. If you try to stop them from walking up the tower, then they dive you. You can't dissuade them from poking them because the Ziggs does no damage.
One noodle fight. Ooh, that dissonance does a quarter of
not
itself.
what you want to see.
No, and that's with the Fiends, man. That's disgusting. I would not dive at Trundle. That's 3-0. That does not sound like a good idea to me. I do no damage.
Oh, wow.
That was questionable. TS Creed taking a lot of grunt damage. He has his ultimate. Does use it on the Malphite. There goes the barrel roll, hitting both of these tanks. There goes the broken cast. Oh, Mentos using his Unstoppable Force just to escape. Will they be able to escape, though? Matt doesn't flash. Matt deciding not to flash quite yet, and they will escape. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, nothing's really happening. They should be pushing. Oh, wait. Was US Economy spotted? US Economy was not spotted. Oh, that is a death spot. Good, Matt.
Oh, good flash.
I don't think
but it's not enough to live, though.
Nope. Is he using Storm Raiders? Why is he moving so fast?
It was the Orianna. The The Oriana move speed.
How long does that thing last? Like forever.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot. It's a very good amount of move speed.
He also gets a good burst of movement speed while after using his ultimate.
Oh, is that it? Okay. I don't play Ringer.
Yeah, it's a very fast kitten.
Yeah, you're right. He gains 35% movement speed after 5 seconds. Okay, cool. But 6 to 5, 20 minutes on the clock, and now almost a fourth. Actually, is that 6,000 gold lead? Wow, in the favor of NYNBW. So look at the CS advantages: 45 CS in the bot lane, right, and almost 60 in the mid lane. That's insane. Yes, your top lane is winning by about 15, but that's nowhere
Negligible.
Yeah.
Especially when he's not even strong enough to actually solo kill
Malphite.
anyone. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure that anyone on that team can probably escape him.
I think the
Maybe not fight him, but
I'm not happy with the Hydra. I think the Bork maybe would have been at least better, so he can at least peel, slow, do something. Anything. Or Gauntlet. Gauntlet would have been fine too. Again, they always slow. That's cool. Matt, gonna be fighting USTS Greed. That is not something you want to be fighting though, Matt. That's a really tanky troll. Greed though, gonna be going in. Unstoppable Force is available. Keep that in mind. Oh, Matt's gonna be going down.
that's a dead submarine.
Oh! US Economy.
Oh!
He flashed over the wall, finished off the Kog'Maw. US Economy goes down, but we have TS Lust looking to get a bit more into this fight, as I do know damage is actually able to kill with a 3-man Unstoppable Force, as Mingo does a little bit of damage. Double kill going over to Mentos. I do know damage, looking to kill TS Sloth, but he's taking a lot of damage and gets actually spell shields or satchel charge, so he actually lives. As Mentos.
Stop chasing Sloth and help with killing Greed. Oh, nice juke down in the distance. Nice shield though. And there you go. Nice ball position there from Minggu, and that's going to be in total a 1 for 3? 1 for 4. Graph died. Wow. So that
was a 2 for 4. They got the submarine man.
Okay, so 2 for 4 is still very nice. That was a great play from Wrath. He managed to flash the engage from the US Economy, but Rengar, man, it doesn't matter how hard you try, he's gonna catch you.
Yeah, the US Economy flashed right back after him. That's just the problem.
Yeah.
You know? Pop goes the weasel for the Kog'Maw.
Two and a half minutes on the clock though, and the lead continues to balloon. 8,000 gold lead now in the favor of NYNBW after having secured that top lane turret. And you know, if you're Team Sigh right now, this game, you know, you're close in kills, but the gold is just so much from the CS advantage. What do? You know, how do you assess where you're going wrong? What are you looking for?
You just gotta look at just how strong the team fight composition is in terms of like the 5v5 stream, because we're talking Malphite, Oriana, and Sivir. Like, I just feel that in terms of picks and bans, should have somehow found a way to get rid of the Oriana and the Malphite. I feel that if we'll talk about this later, because the Honor Hunt is getting used right here. The depth charge landing onto Alistar and the anchor as well. But that engage just wasn't quite the greatest, considering that they were missing Oriana and Malphite as well.
It was also how fast they got back underneath that tower.
Yeah.
I remember that Sivir on the Hunt did get nerfed a couple of times in the past. We have a flash getting blown by TS Green.
Got out of position. And look at this. I love this. Minggu pushing up the mid lane, seeing that there's
supposed to cast getting used, and I don't do no damage.
He's gonna be okay with that, though. He'll be okay.
The ultimate actually, the subjugate actually gets used by TS Green as he tries to look to finish off Sivir. He's just smacking him up, but meanwhile at the base, as we have Mentos canceling his teleport,
scare off the Trundle, but they got the inhibitor.
And then we have the Paul onto Mingo, but no follow-up damage afterwards. And
keep in mind, Unstoppable Force and Shockwave are both still available. They can turn this fight around very quickly.
Yeah, not to mention that they also took an inhibitor, so they actually didn't really get anything out of going back mid. And it seems they might actually lose their bot tier 2 as well.
Thrill of the Hunt is also almost available. On the Hunt, almost also available. That's really cool. The Hunt Hunt ultimate. It's like you're a hunter in WoW. You're just like sending your pet, like go. You just speed them up.
You just send your tanks at the enemy team and hope that they kill them before they kill you.
Exactly. But my oh my, a free inhibitor taken, and just that was just really.
As we have, speaking of tanks, we have TS Green looking to.
And this is what I mean. It's just he can't stick on anybody.
Yeah, that Hydra not really.
Oh yeah, true. The Blade of Rookie and the Training Force would have let him do that.
Yep, absolutely true. Even a Bork.
You know, they can't underestimate that Training Force phase proc.
Nope, I don't know.
Even a gauntlet.
Yeah,
That's true.
But 25, almost 25 and a half minutes on the clock. 10,000 gold lead now in the favor of NYNBW. Sloth there using his ultimate to check the Baron. Unfortunately, it hasn't been started yet. I expect to see maybe US Economy splitting bot or something of the sort. And if Sigh decides to go for Baron play, then you can just take a tower, or they can just start Baron themselves. Currently, Team Sigh has no Baron vision at all. Completely in the dark.
This is truly hurting my heart. This team is my namesake.
There's going to be a free inner turret going down in the bot lane, and
This might even be a free inhibitor thing, as they have a wave pushing in the middle.
they can dive this easily.
Yep.
They can very easily dive this.
The wave player's gonna.
Just wait for the minions in the mid lane, and then as soon as you see somebody gone, you just go.
I'm actually surprised they aren't trying to get Baron out of this with the pressure on the mid lane. It would seem more logical to me just because Sivir is just a really bad sieger.
I agree.
And then you get to abuse the fact that she's good at taking neutral objectives just because of how good Ricochet is.
You could also do exactly what US Economy's doing, is he's just going to one-shot Wrath. Here we go.
Rest in peace.
Oh my god.
And
It was
that's
cute.
the bot turret going down very quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the wave is
This
gone.
is what we was worried about from the beginning.
And the Sivir on-hunt being used to help them disengage.
I think they're just going to go Baron.
I would go Baron if I was
they're gonna
them.
push it in.
They're wasting their
They're gonna
opportunity.
push in and take. They're gonna take the huge wave that they have on top and get the
Okay.
free inhibitor.
That's fine.
That's fine too.
Get something. Just get something, right? Like you're,
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kalma's dead for like 10 more seconds. They could have Baron already, but like I said from before, it's Sivir isn't not the greatest of siegers.
Shockwave and
And it's supposed to cast Guess Use, and they should just went for Baron. Like I said, Sivir can't siege. She only has 500 range.
So kind of a waste opportunity there. Not the end of the world for NYNBW, but definitely something that they should keep in mind.
Shockwave being used onto TS Sloth, he has forced the flash away.
This is actually somewhat good for Team Side though. They're being able, if they can avoid getting one-shotted by the Rengar, they can use this open inhibitor to farm back up into relevancy.
Well,
This
that
makes
is true. You can
sense.
avoid getting one shot by Rengar because you already one shot someone else.
What Kog'Maw needs is a Zhonya's ASAP. But I don't like this at all. I don't like NYNBW. They're missing opportunities, right? Go get the Baron.
Yeah, they could have just went for the Baron, and then from there, the Baron minions help out the fact that Sivir can't siege that well.
Mhm.
And then also helps because Ziggs Wave Clear can't is even though it's amazing, it doesn't help against Baron minions.
And Kog'Maw definitely can stop it. Is that a Nashor's Tooth coming up next?
Yeah, he's getting a Nashor's Tooth. This is a build he always does, where he does Rage Blade into Nashor's Tooth. Although the builds I've always seen for Kog'Maw now have been Rage Blade into Runon's Hurricane and then Blade of Rune King and Last Whisper.
And I guess this is why you don't see much Kog'Maw.
But yeah, I don't know. Like when I think about the Nashor's Tooth, I just think that the extra AP is a waste of sack, considering that he's an AD carry. And then when you take into account that the bonus magic damage that you get from the passive doesn't really mean much for him for the most part. It's just like, I think it's like 30 bonus magic damage. That's like barely anything. That's like less than half of an auto attack from Kog'Maw at level 1. Let's mention that he's also missing the crit chance that any AD carry will want as well.
This game is definitely going to go for NYNBW. All they need to do right now is pick up the free Baron, push in the lanes, end the game. There's not much that they can do once the Baron enhanced minions come into their base. Their only real form of wave clear is coming from the swap on Ziggs.
Right, I mean, they're up 12,000 gold, right? They can do whatever the hell they want. It's just, it irks me. It irks me that they're not doing anything.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of pretty watching Kog'Maw attack though.
Oh, we watched them do a Baron, and that was the most fun thing. Alright, are they finally gonna start Baron? Or are they just gonna AFK? Look, another mega. Now even the bomb is on cooldown. Like, come on, what are you waiting for? Just do it. Do the Baron. Thank you, God. Finally. Okay. Took him long enough.
Yeah, with this Baron, they can recall. You know, speaking of sieging, though, it could have been a good idea for the Sigh gun rapid fire cannon just to help with that a bit better.
Yeah. So okay, so here's the thing, also, right? Now is when Team Sigh finally does it. They're putting pink wards all around their exposed inhibitor and all around the entrances to their base. That's something, as soon as you're playing against a Rengar and your inhibitor turrets are destroyed, that's something you always have to be like wary of.
Speaking of that, it also helps to get the, like, they should switch their trinkets from, like, right now they have 3 yellows, 1 blue, and 1 red. They should have 3 blues and 2 reds. Like, the Gragas should have a red right now because he already has the Tracker's Knife wards.
Now, this is something I want to talk about. It's such an incredibly uncomfortable feeling just being forced to be stuck inside your base like this. They cannot walk out. They don't have the proper vision, and the simple fact is, Rengar can one-shot any of their carries.
Yeah.
Orianna can practically 1v1 most of their team.
Yep. Sloth doesn't have Zhonya's either. So, completely right about that. Although one thing that's going for them is top lane is pushing. So, at the very least, they don't have to worry about top lane for a long time. Looks like Team NYNBW here is just going to brute force their way through, and I don't like this at all.
They've been doing this quite a lot.
He's kind of exposed right here. The invis doesn't really matter much on the tower, but he still tries to go for the dive opportunity anyways, but can't quite get the one shot though, as the fact he's going on behind him, they're taking a little too much damage from this time. Suddenly he'll get used as Alistar, looking to get a... Oh, he goes for the flash headbutt, knocks Minku back into the team.
Minku with a clutch shield manages to save his life, but that was so bad.
Oh.
That was so messy.
Oh yeah, but on the other hand, it is a 1-for-nothing.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, but
you didn't get anything. Now you're back to square one.
Yeah, they actually could have went mid, honestly. They actually could have went mid. I think that play would have been a lot better if they went mid, because then US Economy's invisibility would not have been exposed by the tower.
Yeah, plus, it's a 1-for-nothing, but at this point, at this stage of the game, getting a single kill while having Baron is not worth it.
Well, I mean, not that it's not.
Not if you don't get any
structures, right?
Any structures, yeah. Any objectives off of it. You didn't get a tower. You didn't get an inhibitor. In fact, you actually lost a tower. It's a waste, and also is just you're just wasting your Baron buff.
Well, here's the issue now, right? Is that now TS, Team Sigh is feeling a little bit more comfortable, right? They have more wards now. They know the Baron buff is gone. Now they're heading out. So the good news is that they're stacking. Like, look at them. All 5 of them are together at all times, which is really smart. But the moment it's cute. It's like a bunch of friends playing in the woods.
Little cha-cha line.
Exactly. But the moment one of them steps away from the herd, oh man, that's gonna be bad news for them. But here we are once again. US Economy just sitting in the mid lane, not doing anything. Why not just go bot? Why not just go top? He's doing nothing right now.
He honestly should be split pushing, and then as the team is no longer focused directly on him, we see Matthew engaging onto TS Lutz, but is being TS Greed is being the front line, and he's about to go down. No?
Oh,
yeah.
3-man shockwave combo. Goodbye. TS Greed probably gonna be the next. He has Ignite. There's a great play there. US Economy. Oh, he already used his ultimate. Okay. Let's see. TS Sloth is down. TS Wrath is available for wave clear, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think this should just be the game straight up. We're going to see. Nice headbutt pulverize is going to knock 3 people. But unfortunately, Yellow Bitch is going to be going down for his troubles. TS Wrath just
Does not have the damage to stop them.
doesn't. Goodbye. Oh, Matt's going to die though. Rip. But that should be the game here.
It actually won't be the game ender just yet, just because Ziggs will be back up in 10 seconds, I believe. I don't think Nikki might be able to do something potentially, but it could be the game.
This
is game.
Yeah, they got it. I do know. I knew if Silver was dead, then yeah.
Even without the Silver, US Economy has enough damage alone.
It's like we're going to a game 5.
Oh, that's it. So yeah, wow, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a game 5 in this best of 5 final. And you know, so Team Sigh, right? You have your main strategy, right? Your Juggernaut, your good team fighting comp. You play the first 2 games, everything goes right, everything goes according to plan, everything works out. You see NYNBW, they switch up their pick and bans, and they pick this new lineup, right? And they beat you. And you're like, okay, you know, they just pulled out new picks, they beat us. So Team Sigh, they go back to their most comfortable champions that were available against the exact same comp, and they lose again. You know, now, where are you? Well, what do you think? What are you forced to do? How do you react if you're Team Sigh? What are you going to change in pick and bans? What are you going to adjust?
I feel as though Team Sigh really needs to play something more team-oriented fighting, because its simple fact is that they've shown that they have superior shot calling and movements as a team. They work really well together, while NYN has just been like brute forcing these fights off of pure mechanical skill. They're beating them in lane phase.
Yeah. Oh,
and
the gas differences are huge.
And then just getting completely out of control. But if Team Sigh can use a team composition or a